I want you to picture this. You're 6 years old. You climb onto that massive yellow school bus for the first time. The doors hiss shut behind you. The seats are tall, green, and covered in that weird vinyl that sticks to your legs in summer. You sit down, look around, and wait a second. No seat belts? Your parents buckle you into the car for a 2-minute drive to the grocery store. They lecture you about safety. But this 40-foot bus, carrying 60 kids, going 45 miles per hour down the highway? Nothing. Just a slippery bench seat and a prayer. It looks insane. It looks like a lawsuit waiting to happen. But here's the surprising truth. School buses are actually the safest way for kids to travel to school in America. Statistically safer than your parents' SUV. And the lack of seat belts? That's not a budget cut. It's not negligence. It's completely intentional. Today, we're uncovering why school buses skip seatbelts, how their design actually protects kids better without them, and the dark reason why adding them might make things worse. To understand school buses, we first have to look at a problem most people never think about: compartmentalization. Before school buses became standardized in the 1970s, kids rode to school in whatever vehicles districts could afford: flatbed trucks, converted farm wagons, regular buses with hard metal seats and exposed poles, and the injuries were horrific. Kids flew forward during crashes, they hit steel bars, they got thrown into aisles. So the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration looked at the data and asked a critical question. How do we protect dozens of children in a vehicle where a traditional seatbelt system would be a logistical nightmare? Think about it. 60 kids, different sizes, ages 5 to 18. Some weigh 50 pounds, some weigh 200. A belt system designed for one wouldn't work for another. And in an emergency evacuation, like a fire, imagine 60 panicked kids trying to unbuckle at once. The solution they came up with was brilliant, and it had nothing to do with straps. Here's what they did. They turned the entire bus into a series of protective compartments. Look at those tall, padded seats. They're not random. They're placed close together, about 24 inches apart, so that if the bus stops suddenly, you don't fly forward. You just press into the cushioned seat in front of you. Think of it like an egg carton. Each egg sits in its own little padded cell. If you drop the carton, the eggs don't smash into each other because the walls absorb the impact. That's compartmentalization. The seats are designed to absorb energy. The padding compresses. The entire seat frame is engineered to flex slightly during impact, slowing down your body over a longer distance instead of letting you slam into something hard. Your body stays in a safe compartment. No belt needed. But here's where it gets interesting. This only works because of how school buses are built. They weigh up to 36,000 pounds, almost 3 times more than a typical car. They sit higher off the ground. Their frames are reinforced steel. In a crash, physics favors the heavier, taller object. A car hits a school bus, the bus barely moves. The car crumples. It's the same reason you'd rather be in a tank than a motorcycle during a collision. And because the bus doesn't crumple much, the kids inside don't experience extreme deceleration. The compartmentalization system works because the bus itself is a fortress. So if compartmentalization is so effective, why do we still debate adding seatbelts? Here's the uncomfortable truth. Lap belts, the kind most people suggest adding, could actually make things worse. Studies from the University of Alabama and transport safety boards found that in certain crashes, lap belts caused internal injuries in smaller children. Their soft abdomens aren't protected like an adult's pelvis. The belt digs in during impact. Shoulder belts would help, but retrofitting 60,000 school buses across America with 3-point harnesses? We're talking billions of dollars. You'd need smaller seats to fit the mechanisms. That means fewer kids per bus, more buses, more drivers, more fuel. And here's the kicker. The data shows it wouldn't save many lives. School buses are already absurdly safe. About 6 kids die per year in school bus crashes in the U.S. Compare that to over 800 kids who die as passengers in regular cars. The real danger, it's outside the bus. It's when kids are getting on or off and a driver doesn't stop. So the government made a calculated decision: invest in stop-arm enforcement, better driver training, and crossing guards, not seatbelts. It's not heartless, it's math. So, the next time you see a school bus roll by, don't see it as a reckless death trap. See it for what it is, a rolling safety cage, where every seat is a cushioned compartment, every design choice is backed by decades of crash data, and the absence of seatbelts isn't negligence, it's engineering. Your 6-year-old self didn't know it, but you were riding in one of the safest vehicles on the road. If this surprised you, hit like and subscribe for more hidden stories behind everyday things, because the world is full of simple things with surprising histories.